couldn't see me well because I would hate to have to redo this. I would, but at least I would have the message. So if it's one of those where it might have to go on my podcast, then so be it. But I have not been able to show up because I've been a little under the weather the other day, and so I said I gotta show up somewhere though. You can't stop me. It's Monday. It's time to get this message. So let's get this spiritual message. I'm gonna pull a chakra card. I am currently pouring into myself as much as I can, especially nurturing myself back to health. So we have acceptance came out again. So it's something that you're not accepting. It's a blockage in regards to, let's see what we got here. Vanity, blue is your throat chakra. And faith, third eye. So you need to start, it's something that you rooted, like it's something, whatever, you have a root chakra blockage that is affecting your throat chakra because subconsciously you can't see something with your faith. I'm just a messenger. So I'm gonna read the descriptions for the cards so we can see what we got going on here. These are the themes. These are your shadow message cards, the chakra cards. I also do have, the other shadow cards, but I'm really focusing more on chakra healing so that we can get into alignment. The other shadow cards, it's not that they don't focus on chakra, like specifically. It's just that they just say, oh, work on this. And more so, it's something that is rooted within your throat chakra that is causing you a subconscious block in the 3D. And we finna start breaking these down. It's the beauty of this. We have our whole entire life to heal. And honestly, it's just like the more you stay present, the more you can allow yourself to just understand that this is what it's going to be. So it's kind of like you need to start accepting that you need to actually allow your intuition to guide you. Maybe that's actually, it's something towards that. So this is where it's like you need to get grounded in your faith, whatever it may be. This is going to be where you also need to stop being so forceful. So, of course, I have read the acceptance cards before, but this is innocence and an inability to see one's gifts. To see one's gifts are indicated, as well as the protection of spirit guides, good luck, and an increase in self-esteem and confidence. So, as you continue to break free and you start accepting whatever it is that you may be working, me and this word specifically on. So, it could be a, confidence, you showing up, you actually using your voice, whatever the case may be, but you actually doing that work is what's going to increase your self-esteem and your confidence and your faith, and you believing in yourself, and you believing in your intuition to move forward and to continue to grow and heal and learn and understand that this is all a journey, and that the whole point of this journey is for it to actually be fulfilling. And we get to vanity, which is pretty much how you are communicating yourself. So this is how are you expressing yourself in a sense. And this is where you may be exploring more of your creativity. You may really be trying to figure out how you can communicate your creativity in a way that you can accept it and still be showing up for it spiritually. I don't know. But let's see. Vanity is The tremendous balance between what is true in our hearts and what we communicate is reflected in Aqua. Are you living and communicating your truth or just playing along? This may be a time of awakening to a new way of being. Be aware of distractions that may pull you away from the true you. So, you accepting that you are not actually being as spiritual, or you are not actually pouring into something as you should. And so you need to accept whatever the case may be. Maybe you didn't finish a project that you created, or you didn't show up the way you wanted to. Who knows? Who knows? And then, but we're going to get into the energy, and it's going to pull out whatever it needs to pull out so we can work through this. And so it's like learning to use your third eye, learning to understand that things are not always going to work in your time. It's more in divine timing. So it's like understanding that if you are speaking these things and you're walking in them, just know that because you have to have that unbearable faith, regardless of what it looks like to anyone else, this is because you have that knowledge. What is the good, beautiful saying? When you know thyself, self can't be fucked with. So just know that when you know you, this could also be, a lot of things coming to the surface when it comes to your inner child healing, just period. So faith gives us the message of we are all wounded. Some wounds are recognized easily while others are not. Forge ahead and do not allow your plans to hold you back. You are meant to inspire others. And if you do not carry on, they will suffer. It is time to deliver your message. Exactly. So when you don't show up for what you're supposed to do, you're letting people down. I'm just saying. It does suck that way, but that is actually the truth of it. That's the truth of the matter. All right. Angels, gods, and goddesses. Spirit team, please protect me as I channel the message for the collective highest good. Anyone sending me any negative energy, I ask that that energy is returned to sender. Yes. So, what is the overall energy for this message? The Two of Pentacles. So what are you balancing? What do you feel as though is requiring too much of your energy, your time? Overall, what, are you giving too much of your power to that's not allowing you to show up? Or what is it that you have to accept that is actually going to require you to show up for it? And you're going to have to make that time for it. You're going to have to sacrifice, regardless of how you feel. You have to show up. And this is what I was saying. I was saying something on Snapchat, or I'm back on 2-a-days at the gym, and that's probably why my body is really getting rid of a lot of waste. And I got overheated one day, and I was telling, myself that they will not out-train me. You will not out-train me. And that's when it comes to my journey. My journey requires me to show up right now 2 times at the gym. Do I want to? No, I'm tired just like anybody else. I still got to work, and I actually work a job that requires 10 hours of my time. And then I still want to show up on these platforms. So I want you to know that it can be done for you too. So this is where you have to have faith that you're going to pull through, you're going to come through. Judgment is here because you have a calling on your name. And regardless of what people, places, and things may feel as though they require more of your time and your energy, there's something that is meant for you. And so once you can release the blockage of whatever is stopping you or holding you back and just fully start walking in this, you will have it. Yeah, it may be scary, but I'm going to tell you now, you want that. The Hangman is here. You coming out with 2 major arcana starting off? I'm going to let you know now that this is not easy. These are everyday processes. You showing up for your spiritual awakening, you showing up for your spiritual calling, you walking by faith, you accepting that this is who you are and or what it is. That's regardless of what anybody feels like. You just gotta accept that. Look at things from a different perspective. It doesn't look the way you thought it was gonna look. It doesn't probably feel the way you thought it was going to feel. Nothing in your present reality probably looks how you expected, but that is okay. You are going through a major transformation, and you should be resting. Quit feeling though like you don't have enough time, energy, vitality, whatever the case may be. You do. You actually do, once you can just surrender and allow things to just go naturally for you. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. I have fighting with yourself. This is past energy, of course. This is present day, and now we're getting to the past. So as you are still balancing out you just really surrendering your sacrifice. You're letting go, pulling back these layers. Okay, I'm doing all of this work. I'm finding my purpose again. I'm regaining my strength. Okay, cool. So it's like pull down your guard. Allow spirit to speak to you, speak through you, whatever the case may be. This is where, of course, people, places, and things may have feel as though you walked away from them and or you have given your focus and energy towards other things. So now they may be trying to come and spin the block, because they don't know what it is that you out here doing. But they just feel like they want a piece of your pie. Yeah, exactly. Page of Cups, but they don't have nothing to offer. They don't have nothing but emotional drama to offer you right now. And so it's like, I'm good on all of that. I don't want any of that energy towards me because I don't have time for that. I have to keep moving forward, and I have to accept whatever happened in the past, move forward, and understand that is literally how the journey goes. You learn your lesson, you feel the pain, and then you get to see the brighter day of why you had to go through whatever you had to go through. That is the whole point of this. Yeah. You get to the 9, and here you are. They see that you have evolved, you've grown, but they don't understand. They've actually caused so much pain, emotional damage. They're proud of you, but they'll never tell you that because they understand. Because literally you had to walk away. You actually didn't have a choice. They caused so much challenge for you. They literally did. You had no choice but to walk away from this. And so here you are. And so it's like, would you really accept someone that's literally going to be emotional, that's still in childlike energy when it comes to this? Nah, we're not. Move forward. Move along. Yeah, you got the moon here. So it's like you learning yourself. You understanding that you have subconsciously been blocking yourself. And because you've been doing this, it's been affecting whatever the case may be. It's been hindering your growth. And with the moon here, it's kind of like, okay, well, what am I not seeing, And it's all coming to the surface. You get the Knight of Cups, exactly. Now they really want to come and communicate. Oh, I didn't know, I didn't understand. No, I'm good. I don't want the fantasy dream. Like, don't come and sell the dream, when you see I've put all this work in. I'm good, love. I don't want that. I do not. But I'm not going to say that don't, because they going from a page to a knight. So, but I'm saying it's not the emperor and it's not a king. The Queen of Wands, because you stand strong in your position. You're good. I'm good on all of that. You've been showing up this whole time for yourself. You've been putting in that work mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You've been doing it. And it's showing. It's trumping all of this. Yeah, people from your past may, feel as though, oh, you've left them, you know, you have walked away. Maybe you never cared, you know, and here you are standing on your throne, and it's not that, it's just that the individuals who actually do wear their heart on their sleeve, it hurts them more. And when you got to sit through and go and actually do that healing work, oh, when you come back out on top, you're unstoppable. And see, that's what they fail to realize. Yeah. King of Swords. And you speaking it clearly, clear as day. Clear as day. You're not being too emotional. You standing on your ground and you speaking that truth. But you also understand that it's more than one side to a story. You gotta look at everything from a different perspective. Like I'm always take that bird's eye view. And this is what's getting back to that hangman. You're gonna have to let go. Look at things from a different perspective. You know, accept who you are with the judgment. It's you. And regardless of what anybody may feel, because I'm gonna tell you this, people will put you in a box and feel as though saying you played basketball for 13 years, in year 14, you read this one book and you remember in the 3rd grade, you used to paint and you go and buy you a paintbrush and you paint and it makes you so happy and so fulfilled. And in year 15, because you did it all of year 14, in 15, you start selling your paintings. And everyone's going to say, I thought he played basketball. I thought she played basketball. I'm a painter also. What you always don't see in the dark don't mean I'm not working. And that's what people fail to realize. And that's when I realized that people actually aren't growing out here. People aren't healing. People actually aren't doing that work. They're putting on a facade as if they are. So it's like if you're showing up and you saying these words, are you really speaking them? Like, do it show. Because I really want to get in that bed under that heated blanket and drink my electrolytes. But I said I got to show up and get his message. We got to get into this energy. And this is where it's like, you're going to have to show up when you may not always feel your best. You may not look how you want to look. But this ain't for you. When you got to call in on your name, you got to show up for others. Unfortunately, that's what it is to truly go on this walk, to truly be, as they say, a chosen one. If I personally, I don't need to be called that to know that I was, because I chose to show up for me, regardless at the beginning or end of the day. I love me more than I love anybody on the face of this earth. And once I realize that, I'm going to show up for me. I'm going to show up and I'm going to show out for me. It's that simple. I'm not putting me last in my own fucking race. Make it make sense. It's only you versus you each and every day. So how could you ever be last? You can't. That's why there's no such thing as competition. Exactly. It flew out and fell out. The 10 of Wands. And so this is where it's like understanding that you gotta let go of that. We don't care. It literally serves you no purpose. It literally does. Why is it 10 of Wands out here? It came out with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, as you close out this cycle, you get this new beginning, this new emotional fulfillment. You know, you get to finally let go, breathe, accept this new beginning that you actually have. The Ace of Cups is clarifying this acceptance. You genuinely have to just start pouring into you. A lot of people don't tell you that self-love is actually you showing up for the goals and dreams that you've set for you. And then once they get challenging, that's actually the part where you're putting in the work. If each day you woke up and you did the same ordained thing, you're going to get the same results. But say today, you be like, oh, I'm going to wake up 15 minutes earlier. You actually get up. You stretch for those 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to do 30 minutes. You get up, you stretch, and you read. You know, it's doing the things that you know that are going to help you grow and evolve and be that version of you is really and truly what all that matters. So it's like, let go of whatever's not serving you so that the things that are supposed to serve you can serve you. Give me one more. One more. Because we getting ready for the winter season. And I'm going to tell y'all now, the whole goal is to be the best version of you. So you gotta ask yourself, how can I strengthen something that was weak last year or last semester or yesterday? You got the Eight of Wands, fast moving energy. It's coming in. It's coming in. You showing up. Pow, 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 pow. After you close out this cycle, it's going to be hitting you fast. And it feels like it's out of nowhere. This is where it's like, hey, you know, the things that are for you are going to be able to show up, and you're finally going to be able to see why you had to get rid of a lot of people, places, and things. And with these changes, you actually, like, we have heavy wands out of here. So this is all about your creativity, your desires. So are you showing up for your heart? And this is where you need to be tapping into your sacral chakra. So start with that digestive system. Get it intact. You know what you need to be doing. What do animals do in the winter season? They hibernate. You get the Eight of Cups. So that means you need to be letting go. And you know what you need to do now. Don't play with yourself. Don't make it harder than what it have to be. You know, keep moving forward. That is all you genuinely have to do. Because this new is here, and it's like Spirit just need you to accept it so the Spirit can pour into you. I promise you, when you let go whatever your actual specific blockage is, when you walk away completely from it and close out this next cycle, I promise you, Mercury's retrograde is coming to an end. Mars is in retrograde. It's just, planets is just out here. They are in a show, and it's like you feel the energy whether you want to believe it or not. So I'm gonna give us a shadow card, and I'm gonna close this one out. Give me one message. Spirit, give me it. Ooh, that one flew out. I can't make this up. Sacred sexuality. Your sacral chakra. It's literally that simple. Start exploring your sensuality, your sexuality. Don't be ashamed of it. Accept whoever you are, whatever you like, whatever the case may be. Speak your truth when it comes to it. Understand that no one can judge you more than yourself because you're too hard on yourself. Oh, wait. Because I'm going to read the actual booklet for this message. Like I said, this is also fire energy. This is purely. Our sexual self and sexual energy is such a layered and potent part of who we are. It can show us our wounds, it can provide healing, it can help us manifest, it can teach us boundaries, and it can fuel and empower us. Sacral sexuality does not mean that your sexual preference or expressions needs to be looked at in a certain way. It simply means that your sexuality is sacred as it is. It is the core part of your humanity as well as your spiritual and universal self. This card asks you to examine your relationship with your sexual self. Is there anything that needs tending to? Is there anything that needs healing or releasing? Get to it. So, happy Monday. Thank you all for showing up. If you stopped by to listen to this message, keep healing. I will update you guys as much as I can, but I'm finna go and get some rest this week. So I might not show back up. I do genuinely want to show up on my podcast. So I will be trying to be behind the scenes at my podcast and on my blog posts. But you can always go to cagewellness.net if you need to contact me. And you can also follow my other social media platforms, which are in the description box below. But happy healing, you guys.